Hello, good afternoon. We are here on Leeds Hockey Club Live. I have some new technology, so I don't have a microphone, so my hands are going to be a bit like this. I don't know what to do.
It's a bit weird.
Lewis,
hello.
It's been a long time.
Been a while.
Last time we spoke to you was November.
Yep.
Okay, we were doing all right back then.
Were we?
What's happened since?
Oh god, that's a long time ago. Well, today we've been relegated, so
okay,
that's where we are. Yeah, we've not. I can't remember when we beat Nottingham. It was earlier than November, I think. We drew a game in December against Peterborough, and up until today, didn't get any more points. So yeah, that's where we are.
So there's a lot of people been saying you've been dodging the interviews because it's not been going well. What have you got to say about that?
Well, that's not true, is it?
Is it not?
Have you been here?
Yeah, I've been here.
Oh, I didn't see you.
All right, fair enough. The weather's been absolutely Baltic.
Yeah,
it's not been great conditions. Yeah. But let's be honest, it's been a tough season for you, unfortunately. Yeah. Relegation confirmed today. But looking at the game today, 3-3, Olton scored in the last minute just to equalise. We were ahead most of the game.
Yep.
Let's focus on today, and then we'll kind of talk about a bit about the rest of the season.
Well, yeah. I mean, as you said, really, we were leading in the game. They scored an overtime corner, which was slightly dubious, but you know, whatever. You have to take it on the chin and move on. I said to the lads at the end of the game that that's finally the performance we've been looking for. You don't always get the outcome you deserve. I think that's probably true of today. They had quite a few circle entries, but they didn't really create that many goal scoring opportunities. We created quite a lot, and we could have been out of sight. You know, there's a couple that whistle past the post. We put it over from about 4 yards out. You score those, scoreboard pressure, then probably means you win the game, and that really has been the story of our season. We've had, in every game really, big periods of possession, big periods where we've been dominating and just not put the ball in the net. And if you don't do that, you then give the opposition an opportunity to get back in. And yeah, but today, very, very, very proud of the lads. They worked their absolute socks off. They applied the game plan we talked about. I didn't think they had much answer to our press, and I thought we were looking pretty deadly on the counter. So I'm very happy with them.
Yeah, and so yeah, I think today, from what we've seen on the sidelines over the last few weeks, it's a much more contentious game, much more exciting to watch. Yeah. Nobody was feeling that cold temperature and getting cold at the side because everyone was jumping in on the feet and trying to cheer and seeing the opportunities. Why couldn't we have done that in the previous weeks? Well,
we've tried, but that's the nature of sport, isn't it? It's the nature of learning. We've got a very young squad, and so we're going to be inconsistent. We knew that as soon as so we had a few guys leave us at the end of the year through graduation and retirements and various other things, and then we had a couple of really big injuries to us early doors, which just made that squad even younger. And this is a very tough league, and it's been moments of inexperience and naivety that's really cost us throughout the year. But you know, that's the nature of it. The guys have learned. I couldn't ask any more of them. Not a single player has shirked his responsibility. Everybody's worked very, very, very hard, but at times they make the wrong decisions. But that's part of developing as a hockey player. So it is what it is.
Has this been your toughest season as a coach in your coaching career?
Yeah, without question. Yeah.
What learnings do you think you're going to take over the summer as a coach?
I don't know yet. I'm going to go away and reflect on that. My mind has been very much about trying to keep the team in the league. So I haven't reflected too much on my own practice yet. That will come in the downtime between sort of the end of the season and next year. Yeah, I mean, I've never been relegated as a coach. It's not a lovely feeling. But you know, I'll certainly learn from it, and I'm sure there'll be things I would change. But for now, it's just about let's keep going for the last. We've got 2 games left. Try and get something out of those games. Play with a bit of pride, like we did today, and then we'll reflect.
Okay, last 2 games then. Just give us a quick rundown of who they're against and when they are.
So we're playing Loughborough away next Sunday, and then we're at home to Nottingham. Which is actually the only game we've won away. So
right.
There's no guarantee that we'll win the home game, but you know, both games. You know, Loughborough here, we were 2-0 up, and unfortunately then Fish dislocated his ankle quite near, I think in the 4th quarter, and that really sort of disrupted the way we were playing, and we ended up losing that game. But we feel that we're a bogey team for Loughborough. We took 4 points off them last year, so you know, we'll go down there. We'll expect to work hard and try and sneak something, and then at home, you never know.
Excellent. Okay then. So then, just looking ahead to the summer, what's going to happen in the summer? What we're going to do? End of the season. You know, we're going to have to regroup over the summer. But what can we look to do over the summer to look ahead to next season to bounce back from this?
Well, we've got most of the guys hang around. assuming that they don't decide to leave. Most are here in terms of their, the students here. We lose one or two potentially, but even those guys that are graduating that are potentially going to stay, we were looking at jobs in the area and so on. So as I said, they're a young squad. Robbie goes to university, so we definitely lose Rob, which is a shame. I mean, you've seen him today; he was on fire, and he's really developed over the last couple of years. But he'll go away to uni and hopefully come back to us. So and that's the nature of it. We rebuild. It was always going to have to be a rebuild year anyway. We'll do. We hope to stay in the league, but we haven't. We'll get a couple of key injuries back, and I'm sure we'll be better ready to go for a promotion charge next year.
Excellent. Okay then, Lyle, let's leave it there. Thank you very much for the interview, for your time. Commiserations on the relegation, unfortunate, but it's still a fantastic position that we are in as a club.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
look what the Twos have done.
Never been at this level before.
Look at the Twos are highly likely to come second, or certainly in the top 3 in the North Prem.
Guaranteed, actually, technically.
Guaranteed top 3, but they can take second, and my money's on them to do that. The Threes have stabilised in their North Division, so if you think about where we've come in the last 3-4 years, it's not just the first team going away; it's actually the whole club are moving with it. Certainly the performance side, and I know there's been some promotions today lower down, or yesterday lower down the club. So, and this is the same in the women. So the club is moving in the right direction, but sometimes you just have to. It'll level out, and we just have to keep going.
And being that club man, which teams got promoted from the club yesterday?
Women's 4s and 5s, wasn't it?
That is absolutely right. Fantastic. Well done.
I was lucky I read Twitter.
Right, that's it. We've got the men's 2s coach who's guaranteed the highest possible place in North Premier League for the club ever this season. He's up behind the camera, so well done, Chris Golding. It's been actually quite a good, successful season as a club. We've still got a couple more weeks of games, so there'll be plenty of games in action for everybody to come down and watch. Hope to see you down soon, and that's it from Leeds Hockey Club TV today. Thank you very much.